Yes, y'all. It is Coach Vaughn live and direct. So I just wanted to share something with you all. Something I was thinking about today: chess versus checkers. And y'all have heard that analogy before, man. But I think it's always good to have that reminder. And as I think about my life, there are certain areas where I did not know that the game was about chess and not really about checkers. And myself and my coworker were talking today, and the thought kind of just came to mind that when we deal with some of our students are adult learners, and we work in the dead smack center of the hood. And sometimes what they don't get, what they don't understand, is that the moves that they're trying to make right now, they can't look for immediate gratification. Like, you've been doing things wrong, or you've been messing things up, or you haven't been giving your all for 20 something years, 30 something years in some cases. I got some guys who just got out of doing 20-year bids. And so the challenge sometimes is helping people understand that things don't turn around all in one night. And sometimes when you're playing checkers, you can get that more immediate gratification because it's a simple game. You hop over a couple of things and you've gotten to your goal. You win the game. But what I'm trying to help people understand is that chess is a different kind of game. And listen, I really didn't understand that before. And I'm talking about this. I'm just sharing lessons that I'm learning and analogies that are helpful to me, because I told y'all I was average. Not because I didn't have the talent, not because I didn't have the skills, but simply because I just didn't understand certain things. I didn't realize that I was being average. And so it's not until I came to certain realizations and saw some other examples that I started to turn things around. And one of those things that I've had to grab onto, I've talked in other areas about, life being more like a marathon than a sprint. But I've also realized that you make chess moves in life, not necessarily checkers type moves, which means that sometimes if you make a move in chess, there are times where a professional chess player, and I don't want to pretend I'm a chess professional, but these are lessons that I've heard from professionals. You might make a move where you sacrifice a particular player in order to advance or further the ultimate goal, the ultimate mission. But when you do things, when you're at an elementary stage in your life, you kind of think that every single move you make has to look phenomenal. Every single move you make has to look like a home run. But even in baseball, you have things called sacrifice flies, where maybe somebody will hit the ball in a way such as to sacrifice themselves, knowing that they're going to sacrifice themselves for the greater good of the team to get the win. And so the ultimate goal in chess is not necessarily to just knock out some of the players, your opponent's players, but the ultimate goal is to get that checkmate. I think it's for that queen to take out that king, if I'm correct. I'm not a chess player like that, right? But we all have heard the term checkmate. And so I would just want us to be mindful, or at least even if y'all don't, I'm going to be mindful to look at the different moves strategically that come up for me, the opportunities that come up for me in my life, and look at it as chess and not checkers. Which means what? So how can I make that practical? Because I know I'm kind of talking philosophically right now. I'm not really making it tangible. So if I were to make that tangible, I could maybe use an example such as the work that I do now, right? My ultimate goal one day would be to work for myself and to also employ other people, and create an environment that everybody feels like they are free. But I could quit my job and try to go after that right now, but that wouldn't necessarily help me. And watch how I'll make this point. It wouldn't help me in a couple of ways. In one way, it wouldn't help me because, one, the income that I need to support myself and my family until whatever business I put together is able to sustain me over the long haul. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need something to supplement that income. Like, I know that we live in a society that has kind of told us to just follow your dreams, but in many ways that is not practical. And so we have to think about the things that actually need to get done in a very real way, a way that really has consequences. So can't do that, right? But I'm playing chess. I'm not playing checkers. So okay, we playing for the long game. It's the long game. So then the other thing is this: the job that I'm working at now is actually giving me experiences and knowledge and understanding that will come in handy in the future, because I'm actually doing very similar work to the work that I would love to do at a later time. So what I'm referring to when I talk about that, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm looking all around because I see some people getting out of this car behind me, and I know that the tree that they're by has like a lot of like these huge bees or what have you. So I'm just trying to look out for them, make sure that they don't get like hurt or something like that. So as I was saying, you know, how much knowledge have I gained from being at my current job? How many connections and how much networking have I done, and new experiences have I gotten that will become fuel and a rich soil for when I actually take off and do my own thing. All right, so don't be in such a rush. Don't think of your life as checkers. Really think about the complexity. That's the word that I would like to use, right? The complexity of chess. How much more complex it is than checkers, because your life is more like a game of chess. All right, at least my life is. So I don't plan on being average, and certainly while I'm not perfect, I'm not yet where I want to be in all areas. I can certainly say that I have grown from being average, and I'm on my way to being above and beyond. So for y'all, listen, figure out in your area, in what area of your life you know that you're average, and you try and take it to the next level. And let's do this thing, man. Join me on this journey. Join me on this journey. It's a worthwhile journey. Okay. So again, average is failure. Let's go above and beyond, y'all. All right. Holla at me. Peace.